أيها الأحباء الإذاء المستمعون الإكرام، أحييكم بالتحيات من عند الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Our guests, that head teachers, directors of schools, docents, the teachers, the pupils, and the well-wishers, our dear media attendants, you are most welcome on this occasion. We are here for the occasion of releasing the results for IPLE 2023. We are happy to receive you here at this juncture. Thank you for keeping time. Before we continue, I want to welcome one of the staff member, Sheikh Amir Ramadan, to give us an opening prayer. Fadal Sheikh.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. المال والبنون زينة الحياة الدنيا، والباقيات الصالحات خير عند ربك ثوابا وخير أملا. ويوم نسير الجبال وترى الأرض بارزة وحشرناهم فلم نغادر منهم أحدا. وعرضوا على ربك صفا لقد جئتمونا كما خلقناكم أول مرة بل زعمتم أن لن نجعل لكم موعدا. ووضع الكتاب فترى المجرمين مشفقين مما فيه ويقولون يا ويلتنا ما لهذا الكتاب لا يغادر صغيرة ولا كبيرة إلا أحصاها ووجدوا ما عملوا حاضرا ولا يظلم ربك أحدا. وإذ قلنا للملائكة اسجدوا لآدم فسجدوا إلا إبليس كان من الجن ففسق عن أمر ربه أفتتخذونه وذريته أولياء من دوني وهم لكم عدو بئس للظالمين بدلا. ما أشهدتهم خلق السماوات ولا خلق أنفسهم وما كنت متخذ المضلين عضدا صدق الله العظيم.
بارك الله فيك وجزاك الله خيرا في الدنيا والآخرة. After having heard from Sheikh Amir, I also want to introduce to you the person who is here in front of you. I'm Anwar Sadat Yunus Ngobolo, PRO, IPLE, Uganda Muslim Supreme Council. I welcome you once again in this place. I also congratulate you for having reached on this day. And I ask Allah to grant you high. Today being Friday, allow me to call the chairman link of Islamic School, as well as the vice chairperson IPLE is with us here, Sheikh Ali Ruchamuzi, to come here and give us the background about the IPLE. We will take us through the way how we conducted our PLE up to this time. Sometimes we get challenges during the course of writing the exams. Other directors of schools, they wonder the way we do our exams. I wish to inform you that our exams are kept tightly to produce quality results and quality citizen of Uganda. There is no cheating. That's why our exams are kept at the police stations. Sheikh Ali, you are welcome at this juncture to give views about the conduct of the exams up to right now. Qadda mashkur.
The PRO, IPLE board, members of the executive present, the directors of schools, the head teachers, the director of studies, members of press, the parents, the candidates. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Praise be to Allah, the Almighty, who has enabled us to go through the Islamic year 2023 successfully. I would like to credit our special thanks to His Eminence and his cabinet, the government of Uganda, the Ministry of Education, the Uganda Police, and all other stakeholders for making theology studies a priority. Indeed, Uganda Muslim Council is a holistic mother body The examinations were conducted on 16th and 17th of November 2023. They were conducted in a total of 56 districts across the country, and we had a total of 5,313 candidates who sat for the examinations. The examination was preceded by the mandatory briefing of candidates by the heads of the centers on the 15th of November 2023. Regarding the rules and regulations that they had to follow, we noted that the majority of heads of centers carried out the briefing. However, evidence available to us indicates that some did not do so, and as a result of this, some candidates committed acts of irregularities that could only be attributable to inadequate briefing. The board, therefore, would like to appeal to all heads of centers to take the briefing of candidates seriously, so as to avoid avoidable cancellation of candidates' results. I would like to talk about the curriculum. Uganda Muslim Council curriculum is based on quality performance and good discipline traits. Children are trained psychologically, morally, and spiritually. The emphasis is on importation of numerous life skills and values. We thank Uganda Muslim Council for your continuous trust in the activities of the board. It's also momentous to remark that Uganda Muslim Council curriculum has been digitalized. Learners and scholars can access it on the internet, CDs, DVD, and via various social media platforms. Teachers' guides and learners' workbooks are also available on market. Since there is limited time for both Arabic and secular, you are requested to adopt to this new innovation so as to minimize resources, inshallah. I cannot forget to bring it to your attention that e-learning was launched this year, and we have a number of different WhatsApp groups, Twitter accounts, Telegram accounts, YouTube channels, and other social media platforms where we teach our candidates and other students. This is the easiest way of accessing knowledge globally. It was launched this year. Last year, we carried out inspections of both old and new schools in various districts throughout the country. We were able to reach all the different 56 districts across the country. Bundibujjo, Kasese, Masindi, Arua, Yumbe, Koboko, Masaka, Mbarara, Mbale, Iganga, Kapchora, Kamuli, Kampala, Wakiso, and a number of different districts. Examinations were set by competent teachers after conducting interviews. Examination scripts were digitalized with quick response code, QR code. We also forward our sincere appreciation to the IGP for the special security offered at police stations. I can't forget to thank the major station of Masindi, who did a great job there. This minimized examination leakage. supervision of exams. The supervision of exams was comprised of distributors, invigilators, monitors, scouts, counter checks, secretaries for education, etc. The documentation policy of Uganda Muslim Supreme Council has forced the elders to yearn for IPLA. On record, we registered a 75-year-old imam. So he also did his examinations last year. There are different centers where the elderly are also registering. There is Madarasat Nans, Nakasero Mosque Duats, Daro Arkam, and other various centers. There is also Ibn Baz, Imams Training, which consists of only the Imams. So there are a number of people who do the examinations. So I would like to appeal to the secular teachers in our schools to also embrace this. For example, a teacher can be in an Islamic school for 20 years, but he can't memorize at least 2 juzus. I would like to appeal to them to go back to school. If you have, I think, a maximum of 4 hours a day for your lessons, you can use 1 hour to learn theology. When I was still in Thanawi, we sat our examinations with one of our secular teachers. He used to teach us math, but when we went to theology lessons, he would come and learn with us. So you can also do that. Now, the assessment of candidates was successfully done. The ceremony was officiated by a number of our staffs, including the secretary, Sheikh Ismail Akazibwe, the chairman, the PRO, the vice chairman, and other executive members. It's also pleasing to note that pass slips and certificates are also digitalized with QR and barcode. Indeed, this will eliminate forgery of official documents. The quick response code. This program verifies the validity and originality of documentation. Uganda Muslim Supreme Council is the first examination body to invent and embrace this new technology, hence eliminating forgery. I'm happy to report that cases of examination malpractice have drastically dropped compared to the previous examination. I would like to take this opportunity to thank the field officers for ensuring that candidates adhere to the regulations. I wish on behalf of the board to thank you for your support to the board. This support has enabled the board to secure the necessary funds and adequate security for the management of the examinations. The board provided oversight during the conduct of the examination. I would like to record appreciation to colleagues in the board for the teamwork, commitment, and various contributions that they made. At this juncture, permit me to request the board members present to stand up for recognition. Now, thank you very much for your work. I would also like to thank the members of the adjudication department for the hard work they put in, stay in, day out, to ensure the board is able to deliver on its mandate and in a timely manner. I would have liked also, I would have liked them to stand up, but I can't do so because of the nature of their job. Challenges. We are still facing a challenge of late registration. The number of candidates who are registered when the registration deadline has already. So I would like to appeal to the directors and the head teachers to register in time. I would also like to appeal to the Director of Studies of different schools. We are still facing a problem of registration forms. Most of the forms are not filled in correctly. For example, there are different provisions which include the place of birth of the candidate, the date of birth of the candidate. But you can find in various schools where the provision for the date of birth, the candidate wrote the date on which he filled the form instead of filling in the date of birth. Even the place of birth. Most of the candidates, a candidate might be in secondary, but he is still a candidate or a student. Don't leave the whole task to them. Help them in filling the registration forms. We faced a number of challenges over that issue. Members of the adjudication team contacted me. Call for us this school. There are different candidates who are missing certain information. And I called most of the schools, but some didn't respond. I called the Director of Studies, but some did not respond. So the certificates of the candidates will still be with us. So on the registration forms, there is a provision where the Director of Studies has to sign. It's not just a matter of signing. Before signing that document, you have to go through what the student has written. Is the name correct? Because some candidates wrote 3 names in Arabic, but 2 in English. For example, Ruchams Ali in English, and they wrote Ali Muhammadi Ruchams in Arabic. So it's your duty, the Director of Studies, to go through those registration forms before submitting them to the board. Help the candidates to fill in the correct information. There are some names which are very easy to write. For example, Asma, Aliyu, Muhammad, Abu Bakr. But you find a candidate writing a wrong name in Arabic. Yet the Director of Studies signed on the registration form. So it's also the duty of the head teachers. You also have to go through. In most cases, the head teachers are usually in the secular department. But the Director of Studies has to go through. Even the head teacher has to go through, because there is also a provision where the head teacher has to stamp. Before putting the stamp on the form, you have to go through to make sure that the form is complete. On a number of registration forms, those provisions of date of birth and year, date of birth and place of birth were left unattended to. Yet the teacher also stamped on the document. So I'm appealing to the Director of Studies and the teachers to help us on that. Even taking photos of the candidates. Some schools, for us, we don't know the candidates, their names and their photos. But you find a school putting on the photo index number, for example, 11/532/2023. And on another candidate, 10/523. Yet, the photo of index number 11 was put on index number 10. So before submitting that information, you have to first go through to make sure that it's complete. We also face the challenge of invigilators. We sent area distributors to different centers to guide the invigilators. And they told us that they did the job, but some didn't. Because some of the invigilators, some of them reached very late at the station. I was called at a station at Kawempe. The school, the candidates had already sat in their rooms, but the invigilator was nowhere to be seen. So the invigilators should also take responsibility. We provided guidelines books for the invigilators, but some didn't go through them. And in most cases, some invigilators were caught by our scouts engaging in malpractice. So all those invigilators who engage themselves in malpractice
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Right now, we are welcoming our official guests from Uganda Muslim Supreme Council, led by the Secretary General, Uganda Muslim Supreme Council. You are welcome, sir. At this occasion, As our guests of honor having their seats, let us continue from with our Deputy Chairperson, Iple. After him summarizing his words, we are going directly to the release of IPLE results 2023. Fadal Sheikh.
Honorable Secretary General, the Secretary for Education, the Directorate of Sharia, and other executives, I welcome you at this occasion. Lastly, I congratulate the candidates who have passed the examinations, the teachers who prepared them, and the parents and guardians for their support. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We do appreciate our chairperson for having given us the details, background about the conduct of IPLE up to where we are now. I will not take more time. Right now, we are preparing for the release of the results. According to the program, we are to have the Quran recitation as an opening prayer by Ajmal. Ajmal, where are you? Ajmal from Arahib Primary School, you are welcome.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ismi Serunjoj Ajmal. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الرحمن علم القرآن خلق الإنسان علمه البيان. الشمس والقمر بحسبان والنجم والشجر يسجدان. والسماء رفعها ووضع الميزان ألا تطغوا في الميزان وأقيموا الوزن بالقسط ولا تخسروا الميزان. والأرض وضعها للأنام فيها فاكهة والنخل ذات الأكمام والحب ذو العصف والريحان. فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان. خلق الإنسان من صلصال كالفخار وخلق الجن من مارج من نار. فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان. رب المشرقين ورب المغربين فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان مرج البحرين يلتقيان بينهما برزخ لا يبغيان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان يخرج منهما اللؤلؤ والمرجان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان وله الجوار المنشآت في البحر كالأعلام فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان كل من عليها فان ويبقى وجه ربك ذو الجلال والإكرام فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان يسأله من في السماوات والأرض كل يوم هو في شأن فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان سنفرغ لكم أيها الثقلان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان يا معشر الجن والإنس إن استطعتم أن تنفذوا من أقطار السماوات والأرض فانفذوا لا تنفذون إلا بسلطان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان يرسل عليكما شواظ من نار ونحاس فلا تنتصران فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان فإذا انشقت السماء فكانت وردة كالدهان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان فيومئذ لا يسأل عن ذنبه إنس قبلهم إنس ولا جان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان صدق الله العظيم هذا السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Members, let me take this opportunity to welcome our guest of honors. You are welcome, our guest of honors, on this occasion. This is our 60th release, Iple, Uganda Muslim Supreme Council, 2023. This organization is working under the office of Secretary, Uganda Muslim Supreme Council, Secretary for Education, Uganda Muslim Supreme Council, led by His Honorable Juma Bahiti Chuchu. In front of you is the one responsible for this. Then, on this occasion, let me also introduce to you Honorable, the Secretary General is with us here. We also have Secretary for Administration and Human Resource. On this occasion, we also have Secretary for Awqaf and Endowment. We also have the Director for Sharia is with us. We also have the accountant in finance, Uganda Muslim Supreme Council, Madam Afwa, is with us here. On the right of the guest of honor, those are administrators of IPLE board, Uganda Muslim Supreme Council, led by Sheikh Amiri Katude as the chairperson, IPLE board. Next to him is our Honorable Sheikh Umarudimba, the Secretary for Finance, IPLE board. Next to him is our Vice Chairperson, IPLE, Sheikh Ali Ruchamus. We have Chief Secretariat Officer, IPLE, Mr. Umaru Chivombi. You are welcome on this occasion. I thank you all members who are here for coming and witness the authenticity of release, our results 2023. Right now, I'm inviting the Secretary for IPLE board, Sheikh Ismail Kazibwe, for press release. You are welcome. Fadlan mashkura. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين اللهم صل وسلم على رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم أما بعد قال الله تعالى فلنسألن الذين أرسل إليهم ولنسألن المرسلين فلنقصن عليهم بعلم وما كنا غائبين والوزن يومئذ الحق فمن ثقلت موازينه فأولئك هم المفلحون ومن خفت موازينه فأولئك الذين خسروا أنفسهم بما كانوا بآياتنا يظلمون. سورة الأعراف. أيها الحفل الكريم، فإن لجنة الامتحانات اليوم إن شاء الله تعالى تسرح نتائجها النهائية للمرحلة الابتدائية. Your Eminence, the Mufti of Uganda, Honorable Secretary General Haji Abbas Mulubya Sechanzi, Honorable Secretary for Education Juma Chuchu Bakhiti, Secretary for Sharia and the Secretary for Idadi and Thanawi, Dr. Yazid Saleh Rubanga, Secretary for Awqaf, Honorable Odunkara, Secretary for Administration, Honorable Yazidi Katurebe, Chairman, Iple and your board, directors of schools, head teachers, journalists, learners, candidates, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is the press release for Uganda Muslim Supreme Council Islamic Primary Living Examinations 2023. All praises be to Allah, the Almighty, the Sustainer. Peace and blessings be upon our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Today, 5th of January 2024, the IPLE board under the Department of Education and Sports, on behalf of Uganda Muslim Supreme Council, takes this opportunity to officially release the 6th IPLE results for the year 2023. Points to note: number of schools registered. The number of schools registered under Uganda Muslim Supreme Council IPLE board has increased by 60 schools in the year 2022. 231 schools from 48 districts were registered under Uganda Muslim Supreme Council IPLE board. But the board has managed to register 291 schools from 58 districts in the year 2023. Point 2, number of registered candidates. The candidates who were registered for IPLE examinations in the year 2023 were 5,311 candidates. 4,219 candidates were registered. However, in the year 223, the number of registered candidates has increased by 1,092 candidates. Point 3, candidates who passed according to the grades. Grade 1, 2,328 candidates were male candidates with an average of 43.83%. However, 1,481 were female candidates with an average of 27.89%. Grade 2, 496 male candidates passed with an average of 9.34%. And 546 female candidates passed with an average of 10.28%. Grade 3, 83 male candidates passed with an average of 1.56%. However, 104 female candidates passed with an average of 1.96%. Grade 4, 62 male candidates passed with an average of 1.17%. So, the total number of candidates who managed to pass IPLE this year were 5,176 candidates with an average of 97.46%. In the year 2022, 4,095 candidates out of 4,219 candidates passed their examination, making the percentage of 97.06. However, this year, 5,176 out of 5,311 candidates have passed their examination, making a percentage of 97.46. There has been a slight increase of 0.46% this year. Takbir. Honorable Secretary General, sir, only 68 candidates failed their exams with an average of 1.28%. In the year 2022, 61 candidates failed their examination with an average of 1.45%. Candidates who did not turn up for their exams were 67 candidates. Honorable Secretary General, point 6, the following candidates' results are under investigations. Index number 12, stroke 552, stroke 2023. 2, index number 37, stroke 542, stroke 2023. Index number 02, stroke 01, stroke 2023. Index number 09, stroke 561, stroke 2023 are under investigation. Point 7, best done subjects. We always see it for 4 subjects. The best done subject was Quran with an average of 67.05%, followed by Fiqh with 66.62%. The third done subject was Lughatul Arabiya with an average of 65.95%. The worst done subject was Tarbiyah with an average of 62.00%. Point 8, the following are the top male candidates in the holy country. One, Nam Tebi Sulaina Najoba of Rufuka Quality Islamic Primary School, Wakiso. The second one was Chintu Imran, Rufuka Islamic Infant School. Third one was Kalunji Abdurrahim of Huda Nasar and Primary School, Wakiso. The fourth one was Kasambula Hussein from Ibn Khamis Islamic Secondary School, Luero. The fifth was Ubaida Abdul Majid from Al-Ridwan Islamic Primary School, Busia. The sixth was Kaleb Sulait from Aksa Muslim Day and Boarding Primary School, Mukono. The 7th was Adam Abdulaziz Abdurrahman Sumaya International School, Masaka. 8th candidate was Yahya Mwanje Balintuma of Huda Nasaran Primary School in Wakiso. The 9th was Abdurrahman Sudais, Imam Muslim Nasaran Primary School from Arua, West Nile. The 10th was Kauma Shamran from Hassana Junior School, Day and Boarding School, Kampala. The best 10 female candidates. The first one was Nante Geraiba from Ibn Khamis Islamic Secondary School, Luwero, followed by Nanono Shukrat, Huda Nasari and Primary School. The third one was Namara Sumaya from Ibn Khamis Islamic Secondary School, Luwero. The fourth was Nasuna Bushra Ahmed from Al Bayan Quran Memorization Center, Iganga. Followed by Sumaya Ayub binti Abdullah Al-Ridwan Islamic Primary School, Busia. Nakatude Hanifa Dar Arkam Education Center, Kampala. The 7th was Kakomo Sharifa Ashraf from City Valley Islamic Nasar and Primary School, Uwero. The 8th was Kainza Hindu Nora of Rufuka Quality Islamic Primary School, Wakiso. The 9th candidate, female candidate, was Nabatanzi Zakia of Al-Albani Islamic Primary School and Quran Memorization Center, Iganga. The 10th female candidate was Mutazinda Nura, City Valley Islamic Nursery and Primary School, Luwero. The following, sir, are the top 10 basic schools in the whole country. The top 10 basic schools in the whole country. Sumaya International School, Masaka, was ranked number 1. Lufuka Quality Islamic School ranked number 2. Hassana Junior School ranked number 3. Al Bayan Quran Memorization Center, Iganga, ranked number 4. Ibn Khamis Islamic Secondary School, Luwero, was ranked number 5. Sulaina Sufara Primary School, Jinja, was number 6. Eke Islamic Junior School, Wakiso, ranked number 7. Umar Ibn Al-Khattabi Islamic Center, Iganga, was number 8. Al-Furqan Primary School, Nambasa, Mbale, was the 9th school. Sweet Valley Islamic and Primary School, Luwero, was the 10th school. The list of schools and their attendance is attached. Honorable Secretary General, sir, now the following is the performance of schools according to the districts. District 1, Arua in West Nile. The basic school was Imam Muslim Nasaland Primary School. This is attached. Budaka District. The basic school was King Fahad Muslim Primary School. This is attached. Bujiri District, the basic school is in Amaseri Dar As-Salam Islamic Center. The list is attached. Bugweri District, the basic school was An-Nahdha Islamic Institute. This is attached. Buyukwe district, the basic school was Al-Hijra Nursery and Primary School, ranked number 1 there. Bukoma Nsimbi, Saif Al-Miri Islamic Secondary School, the list is attached. Bundibujo district, the basic school was Ali Memorial Islamic Primary School, this is attached. Busia, the basic school was Ar-Ridwan Islamic Primary School, list is attached. For the benefits of time, I always read only one school in the district. Butaleja district, the basic school was Nabiganda Islamic Primary School, ranked number 1. Butambala district, the basic school was Gombe Standard Primary School with an average of 84.41%. This is attached. Butebo district, the basic school was King Salman Islamic Education Center, Butebo, with an average of 85.90%. With an average of 85.90%. Buyende district, the basic school was Umar Ibn al-Khattab Education Center, with an average of 74.50%. The basic school in Iganga was Al-Bayan Quran Memorization Center, scored an average of 93.88%. Isingiro district, the basic school was Hani Primary School with an average of 78.61%. This is attached. The basic school in Karungu district was Wagwa Memorial Primary School. They scored an average of 78.64%. Jinja district, the basic school was Sulaina Sufara Primary School with an average of 92.93%. The list is attached. Kabale district, the basic school was Taufik Islamic Primary School. This is attached. Kagadi district, the basic school was Salamu Education Center. This is attached. Kakumiro district, the basic school was Kibambura Islamic Nursery and Primary School. The list is attached. Kali Isizo, Mariam Islamic Primary School was the basic school there. The list is attached. Kamwenge, the basic school was Emirates Junior School, Kamwenge. The list is attached. Kanungu district, the basic school was Kihihi Muslim Secondary School with an average of 63.19%. The district of Kapchora, the basic school was Rimland Islamic Junior School and Quran Memorization Center in Kapchora. They scored an average of 88.63%. Kasese district, the basic school was Tawhid Education Center. This is attached. Kibuku, the basic school is Answari Islamic Primary School. The list is attached. Koboko, the basic school was Nur Islamic Primary School, Koboko. The list is attached. The district of Kasanda, the basic school was Sulaina Islamic Primary School. This is attached. Kampala district, the basic school was Sahara Islamic Primary School. The list is attached with an average of 91.14%. The district of Kayunga, the basic school was Ali Islamic Secondary School. This is attached. Chankwanzi district, Chikonge Answari Dini Day and Boarding Primary School. The list is attached. Chiboga district, Hidden Treasure Islamic Primary School. Chenjojo district, the basic school was Doha Islamic School, Chenjojo. This is attached. Chotera Islamic Primary School. The list is attached. Luwero district, the best school was Ibn Khamis Islamic Secondary School with an average of 93.30%. District of Mitiana, the best school was Mitiana Jamia Islamic Primary School with an average of 65.94%. This is attached. The district of Luuka, Haramain Secondary School was the best school there with an average of 68.01%. The district of Luengo, Starlight was the best school there with an average of 85.72%. This is attached. The district of Liantonde, the best school was Madrasa to Ansar al-Islamiyya with an average of 83.10%. This is attached. The district of Masaka, the best school was Sumaya International School with an average of 95.72%. This is attached. The district of Masindi, Iman Secondary School, Chirasa, with an average of 44.43%. This is attached. The district of Namaingo, Thaqafa Islamic Primary School was the best school there with an average of 71.83%. The district of Mayuge, Albani Islamic Nasarand Primary School, Mayuge, was the best school there with an average of 73.15%. This is attached. The district of Mbarara, the best school in Mbarara was Madrasa to Nur Islamiyya with an average of 79.23%. This is attached. Mbale district, the best school was Al Furqani Primary School, Nambasa, with an average of 91.63%. The district of Mpigi, the best school was Sekiunga Islamic Primary School with an average of 83.52%. The list is attached. The district of Mubende, the best school was Mubende Nur Islamic Primary School with an average of 55.00%. The district of Mukono, the best school was Kasao Islamic Junior School. List is attached. The district of Nakasongola, Isan Primary School, Katugo, with an average of 65.44%. This is attached. Namutumba, the best school was Ibn Taymiyyah Islamic Primary School, with an average of 70.38%. The district of Palisa, the best school was Taqwa Muslim School, Kamuge, with an average of 76.75%. This is attached. The district of Rukuingiri, the best school was Kuwait Primary School, with an average of 51.98%. This is attached. The district of Zimbabwe, the best school was Kazoba Islamic Primary School with an average of 65.81%. This is attached. The district of Shema, the best school was Kabohe Secondary School with an average of 53.05%. The list is attached. The district of Tororo, the best school was Topa Junior School, Topa Junior Islamic School. They scored an average of 51.29%. This is attached. The district of Wakiso, the best school in Wakiso was Rufuka Quality Islamic Primary School with an average of 94.40%. This is attached. The district of Yumbe, the best school was Kuru Islamic Primary School with an average of 73.69%. This is attached. Ssebo w'ekitiibwa omugenyi omukulu, Honorable Secretary General ne ttiimu yonna ekuwerekeddeko okuva mu Uganda Muslim Council, ebitiibwa mbikuumye butulibiri olwaleero ng'ennaku z'omwezi 5 omwezi guno ogw'olubereberye omwaka 20 omwaka 20 oba omwaka 2024 ekitongole ekya IPLE ekiri wansi w'ekitongole kya Education and Sports ku lwa Uganda Muslim Council ssebo tufulumya ebigezo bino mu butongole era nga tugenda bikwasa nga tukutegeeza nti omwaka oguwedde ogwa 2023 ekitongole kyasobola okuregisitaringa amasomero 290 mulimu okwetooloola eggwanga lyonna, era abayizi 5,311 be baasobola okuregisitaringa omwaka oguwedde okutuula ebibuuzo ebyakamalirizo eby'ekibiina ekyomusanvu ku ludda luno olw'eddiini. Bano wammanga be bayizi abaasobola okuyita ebigezo byabwe ow'ekitiibwa n'eggwanga lyonna okutwaliza wamu baawerera ddala abayizi 5,176 abaayise ebigezo byabwe byonna okutwaliza wamu okwetooloola eggwanga lyonna, era wabaddewo okusinziira ku mwaka oguwedde okweyongerako mu bayizi abaayise obutundu obuwerera ddala nooti katonyeze 406 kusinziira ku mwaka oguwedde. Abayizi abagudde ebigezo byabwe baweredde ddala abayizi 68 bokka. Abayizi 67 olw'ebizibu ebiteebereka tebaasobodde kubeera nga batuula ebigezo byabwe. Wano wammanga ntegeeza eggwanga nti abantu bano wammanga ebibuuzo byabwe bikyali mu kakiiko ka Security Council bikyetegerezebwa olw'okubuusibwabuusibwa. Omuyizi atuula ku nnamba 12 senta 552 2023. Omuyizi atuula ku nnamba 37 senta 542 2023. Omuyizi atuula ku nnamba 2 senta nnamba 1 2023. Omuyizi atuula ku nnamba 9 senta 561 omwaka 2023. Amasomo gaffe gatambudde bwe gati mu nkola yaago. Essomo eryasinze okukolebwa obulungi ly'essomo lya Qur'ani y'ekitiibwa. Abayizi baayitidde ddala obutundutundu obuwerera ddala 67, ebitundu 67 n'obutundu nooti 5. Essomo eryasembyeyo okukolebwa obubi lyabadde lya tarbiya. Tukola amasomo 4: Qur'ani, fiqhu, loga ne tarbiya. Wano wammanga ssebo w'ekitiibwa n'eggwanga lyonna be bayizi enkola yaabwe era abasinze ku bannaabwe 10 abasinga abalenzi. Ayasookedde ddala yabadde Namutete Sulaiman Kajoba okuva mu Lufuka Quality Islamic Primary School. Naddirirwa Kintu Imran okuva mu Lufuka Islamic Infant School. Owokusatu yabadde Kalungi Abdurrahim okuva mu Huda Nasaland Primary School. Owokuna yabadde Kasambula Hussein okuva mu Ibn Khamis Islamic Secondary School. Owokutaano yabadde Ubaida Abdul Majid ow'omukaaga yabadde Caleb Slight okuva mu Aksam Day and Boarding Primary School. Ow'omusanvu yabadde Adamu Abdulaziz Abdurrahman okuva mu Sumaya International. Ow'omunaana yabadde Yahya Mwanje Balintuma okuva mu Huda Nasarandi Primary School. Abayizi abasinze okukola obulungi ku sayidi y'abaana ab'obuwala 10 abasingidde ddala mwabaddemu Nantege Raiba okuva mu Ibn Khamis Islamic Secondary School. Owokubiri yabadde Nannono Shukrat okuva mu Huda Nasarand Primary School. Owokusatu Namara Sumaya okuva mu Ibn Khamis Secondary School. Owokuna yabadde Nasuna Bushira Ahmedi okuva mu Albayani nga listi bwetambula. Wammanga ge masomero nga bwe gatambudde, amasomero agasinze 10 okukola obulungi ku gannaago. Essomero eryasingidde ddala oba eryanywedde mu gannaago akendo mu Uganda yonna liyitibwa Sumaya International School okuva e Masaka. Essomero eryokubiri lyabadde liyitibwa Lufuka Quality Islamic Primary School okuva e Wakiso. Essomero eryokusatu lyabadde liyitibwa Hassana Junior School okuva e Wakiso. Essomero eryokuna liyitibwa Albayan Quran Memorization Center okuva e Iganga. Essomero eryokutaano lyabadde oba liyitibwa Ibn Khamis Islamic Secondary School okuva e Luweero. Essomero ery'omukaaga liyitibwa Sulaina Sufara Primary School okuva e Jinja. Essomero ery'omusanvu liyitibwa Eke Islamic Junior School okuva e Wakiso. Essomero ery'omunaana liyitibwa Omar Ibn Al-Khattab Islamic Center okuva e Iganga. Essomero ery'omwenda liyitibwa Al-Furqani Primary School Nambasa okuva e Mbale. N'essomero ery'ekumi lyabadde liyitibwa City Valley Islamic Nasarand Primary School okuva e Luweero. Owekitiibwa amasomero entambula yaago gonna lisiti twagitaddeko, era n'amasomero enkola yaago buli disitulikiti lisiti weeri. Olwaleero ntwala omukisa guno kubeera nga tukwasa era twanjulira owekitiibwa omugenyi waffe omukulu Honorable Secretary General ebyavudde mu bigezo eby'ekibiina ekyomusanvu omwaka guno oba omwaka 2023. Mbadde Ismaila Kazibwe omuwandiisi wa IPLE. Salamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. He has been our secretary for IPLE, Sheikh Ismail Kazibwe, giving us the information about the release of IPLE 2023. At this juncture, allow me to welcome and to invite the Secretary for Education, Uganda Muslim Supreme Council, Honorable Juma Bahiti Chuchu. You are welcome, sir.
أعوذ بالله سميع عليم من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله الذي علم بالقلم علم الإنسان ما لم يعلم، والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا ومولانا محمد sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, sallallahu alayhi wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam, wa ba'd. The guest of honor, His Eminence the Mufti of Uganda, represented by the Secretary General, Uganda Muslim Supreme Council, the Director of Sharia, Uganda Muslim Supreme Council, but also importantly, Dr. Ziad Rubanga Swale is here also as the Secretary for Examination Board called ITB, Idadi and Thanawi Examination Board. When the children graduate from here, then they will be handed over to Dr. Saleh Ziad Rubanga, who is the secretary for that board. You have to understand this. That's why he is here, more importantly. We also have the secretary for admin, Mr. Yazid Katurebe, Honorable. We also have Honorable Donkara. He is the secretary for Awqaf and endowment. If you want more land for constructing your schools, he is the owner of land here in Uganda Muslim Supreme Council. He doesn't sell land, but he will give you land so that you can build more of your schools. I also have the Secretary for Religious Affairs with us. I've seen our accountant, Uganda Muslim Supreme Council, Hajati. You are most welcome. I've seen the protocol. When you see him, protocol is observed. Haji Musana Sulaiman. I've seen my chairman of Education Committee, National Education Committee, Haji Katerega Namuguzi Mutaka. I have also seen our secretary, the assistant, the regional assistant to His Eminence the Mufti from West Buganda. We normally know them as our regional cadis. Yes, and all the members of management, whom I may not have seen them, and then also the members of the board of IPLE, headed by Chairman Sheikh Amir Katude and all your team, and the secretary for the board, Sheikh Kazibwe. Guest of honor, I want to before you, I want actually to thank the directors of these schools, because these are the people who keep the candle of Islam, the nur of Islam to light in Uganda. They are the directors of these schools. These directors would have constructed the hotels if they wanted money, if they wanted the world. But they constructed schools that teach both Islam and the world. Exactly what the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Man arada ad-dunya fa alayhi bil ilm, wa man arada al-akhirah fa alayhi bil ilm, wa man arada huma fa alayhima bil ilm." So these two ilms are being retained by these people. I also want to thank before you the teachers who have committed themselves to give the knowledge to these children, and also the parents they also have choices. They can choose to give their children to schools which are only secular, but they chose to give these children two types of knowledge. We want to thank them, and your efforts are not in vain. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give you more in this world and in the hereafter. I want to thank the board, which is called IPLE Examination Board. This board is doing exams in time, and they follow all the instructions required for examinations. They also involve the security, the police. And someone was telling me that, by the way, we wanted to register in Uganda Muslim Supreme Council, but the examinations are very tough. In UKSA, examinations are very cheap. It is easy to pass. I told them, supposing your child is called cheap, a cheap child, do you feel happy? Cheap child. Cheap things are more costly. And when Allah is talking about going to heaven, it is not slope. He says, فَلَقْتَهَمَ الْأَقَبَةِ. It is the hardest part that you have to climb, not the cheap one. If you want cheap ones, go for them. But for Uganda Muslim Supreme Council, we have standards. There is something we are teaching children. There is something we want. There is an outcome we want from these children. That's why the exams are tough and children are tougher. Today you can see that these children are tougher than these exams. Takbir. People fear to use this. You know this word, somebody used it there and used a lot of vibe in saying, Takbir. I feared because the other time some people came here. They said Takbir in the mosque here. People started running away. So people have turned the word Takbir. That nice word, Allahu Akbar, Allah is great, is now turned to be a threat. Yet when the Christians say theirs, Hallelujah, everybody says Amen. But when somebody says Takbir here, people are afraid now of this word. Nobody wants to say Allahu Akbar. I think it is a good word. Let us change that narrative from negative to positive. Takbir. Nobody should run away. It is a good word. Ladies and gentlemen, we are very grateful to be graced in our occasion by His Eminence the Mufti of Uganda, and whose chair was the Secretary General. Now he himself has come to grace this day. Your Eminence, you are most welcome. Your Eminence, you found that the Secretary for the board had already given his report that he's going to give you. The report in the document itself is going to give you. The proprietors of the schools and the education centers are the source of nur. They are the source of light of Islam. The moment you stop teaching Islam, teaching our children, that will be the end of Islam. And we thank you very much for creating these schools. I'd thanked the parents before for allowing their children to learn Islam. I also want to thank, and you people should thank Uganda Muslim Supreme Council. And I've always said that Uganda Muslim Supreme Council is the mother body that manages affairs of Muslims in Uganda. There is no any other body which is a big body like this. And I want to reiterate what the Secretary General said yesterday, that Uganda Muslim Supreme Council should give a commitment to the government of Uganda that the affairs of Muslims in this country should be seen through the constitution that is managing Uganda Muslim Supreme Council. Because if the government understands the constitution of Uganda Muslim Supreme Council and understands the policies of education with the situation in this years. And then the third one is you need to pay foundation dues, my dear brothers. Pay the foundation. Why are you paying the foundation due? So that you give the strength to the Department of Education to work and fight for your issues. You can't do it as a school, but you can do it in a team. So foundation due is very important. That's why the munafiqun, in the time of Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they would go around to tell people, don't give your money to the Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Why? Because they know when they give money, the Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his Sahaba will get strength. So they are avoiding giving sadakat. But I want to tell you, avoiding giving sadakat, you are also weakening the what? Our teamwork. So think about it, that your school should pay that due to give us the strength to do the work on your behalf. with the Ministry of Education, with the NGOs, and even going outside to look for scholarships for these children, because we need them to go further than we have gone as in education. The last thing I want to tell you about is the issue of scholarship bursaries. I want to tell you it is very prudent and it is very Islamic that your school should take at least 2 orphans, 1 boy and 1 girl. When we recommend this to your school, please accept them to come, because the orphans means there is nobody apart from the Muslim community who will have to help them. We don't need to leave somebody out because he's an orphan. Orphanage, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has talked a lot about orphans, that if you help an orphan, ثُمَّ كَانَ مِنَ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا, that's when you will become among the people who really believe. So my office is telling you that each school at least take 2 of these orphans and educate them free. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make changes in that school and in you as a particular. I thank others that are doing so. So for this matter, I want to end up by saying, Your Eminence, the Mufti of Uganda, this board is doing very well, and many schools are now joining Uganda Muslim Supreme Council Examination Board. Now, at the moment, as we talk, we have majority of the Muslim schools who have already joined our examinations. They are doing our examination, and I'm very sure that by the end of this year, we shall have all schools under one examination board. Inshallah ta'ala, I want to rest my case and call upon the Secretary General to deliver his remarks. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.
Your Eminence, the Mufti of Uganda, Dr. Sheikh Shaban Ramadan Mubajje, the Secretary for Education and all colleagues in management, the Chairman, Education Committee, Uganda Muslim Supreme Council, the Regional Assistant to the Mufti for West Uganda, the Chairman, IPLE Board, the directors of schools present, our dear parents, teachers, the learners who have made it to this function today. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I thank Allah for this great privilege, because early November I was with the IPLE as we sent out these exams. I am glad to be here at the release of the outcomes of these exams. I thank Allah for that, and I want to thank everybody who has been involved in this process. I want to thank the students who wrote their papers. I want to thank those who have worked hard to mark and score these exams, and also to analyze and come up with this report. Thank you very much. May Allah reward you. Your Eminence, the IPLE has delivered on a very wonderful job. I have noted some key points in today's release which emphasize your vision for development in Islam. Number one is the fact that we are seeing a positive trend of schools joining the IPLA. The previous year, we had 4,000 plus candidates. Today we have 5,300, an increase of 1,000 in 1 year. I think that is a good achievement. But more importantly, an area that we need to be proud of as Muslims is the area of the female participation. I have seen here that 41.56% of the candidates that passed this exam are female. I think that is a great achievement, Your Eminence. And it fits well in your vision for Islam in development. Why? Because our deen covers everything. Islam is a complete way of life. When His Eminence goes and negotiates for the introduction of Islamic banking in this country, this is something that is supposed to benefit from the basic education you're providing here, because it is these very pupils that are going to go up and specialize and promote Islam in the economic sector. It is these very pupils that are going to participate in every aspect of our lives that creates development. You are therefore answering His call for development in Islam. Your Eminence, the subject that was well performed in this exam is Quran. We thank Allah for that. 3 days ago, when you hosted the speaker from Maldives, as I was taking him around as you directed, he asked me, how is Quran memorization in Uganda? Now, this is part of the answer. This is studying Quran, but it leads to memorization, inshallah. When you learn your deen, when you memorize the Quran, many of the problems we are having will not come up, because Islam is a complete way of life, inshallah. Your Eminence, I want to call upon all the other schools that have not joined the IPLE to come and partake on this great opportunity. This standard examination is the way to go. It is a way of us being on the same page and us speaking the same language, inshallah. So all those schools that have not joined, we call upon you to come and partake on this great opportunity. In the same vein, I also want to ask, or to re-echo Sheikh Chuchu's call on the directors. You know, this foundation due is a cementing of our collaboration and our partnership. But it also helps us to initiate programs that benefit us all. And we ask you to take it very seriously, because it is very important in order for us to continue providing the services that we want to all provide, inshallah. As I almost come to the end, I want to congratulate the pupil named Nantege Raiba. According to the records here, as the secretary was reading, she scored the highest mark in this exam, and she is a lady. Indeed, like Sheikh said, Takbir. Thank you very much for the teachers and the parents and for Nantege, inshallah. I want to take the honor to use this rare privilege to ask you, Your Eminence, to come and address this meeting and perform the duty of releasing the exams for IPLE 2023, inshallah. You're most welcome.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله ثم الصلاة والسلام على رسول الله محمد بن عبد الله عليه أفضل الصلاة وأتم التسليم وعلى آله وصحابته أجمعين ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين وسلم تسليما كثيرا. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. قل هل يستوي الذين يعلمون والذين لا يعلمون إنما يتذكر أولو الألباب. وقال تعالى يرفع الله الذين آمنوا منكم والذين أوتوا العلم درجات. صدق الله العظيم. Honorable Secretary General Alhaji Abbas Murubi, Secretary General Uganda Muslim Supreme Council, Secretary for Education Sheikh Juma Baketi Chuchu Maguru Nyondo, I call him Maguru Nyondo, he has another third leg there. Director of Sharia Sheikh Dr. Ziad Swale Rubanga, Secretary for Administration, Secretary for Awqaf, other members of the management, our regional assistants to the Mufti, the one of West Uganda. I can't see the other one on the end. Yeah, Secretary for Religious Affairs. The Chairman Board, IPLOE, Sheikh Amir Katudde, and the board members, heads of our religious institutions and the schools, the teachers, the parents, the children, the media. Ladies and gentlemen, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Njoza ayoza mwenna abali wano olwaleero nga tusumulula ebigezo ebya primary education eby'abaana baffe bye baakola omwaka guno nga biva mu baana baffe abalaze obulungi nti basobola okutambuza enjiri ey'okusoma byombi eby'eddiini n'ebyensi. Mu kino njagala okuyozaayoza abazadde abasasula fiizi n'enjozaayoza n'abasomesa abasomesa abaana baffe obulungi, ate n'enjozaayoza n'akakiiko akakulirwa Sheikh Amir Katudde akasengeka ebigezo n'ekitongole eky'ebyenjigiriza ekya Uganda Muslim Supreme Council. Barakallahu fikum, era Allah basulemu birungi. Mbebaza okuwagira Uganda Muslim Supreme Council nga muyita mu byenjigiriza. Mbebaza abakulembeze b'amasomero ne bodi zammwe n'obukiiko bwammwe okuwandiisa amasomero gammwe mu Uganda Muslim Supreme Council. Supreme Council kye kitongole kyammwe ekitunuulira ensonga zonna ez'obusiraamu. Teri kitongole kirala wa buli muntu ayaayaanira kujja mu Uganda Muslim Supreme Council. N'olwekyo tolinda ate gwobeera asembayo. Wagira Uganda Muslim Supreme Council mu byenjigiriza, tukola kyonna ekisoboka okulabika nti omutindo gw'ebyenjigiriza gwegwo ogukkirizibwa mu ddiini yaffe ey'obusiraamu era ogukkirizibwa ne mu gavumenti yaffe eya Uganda naddala mu minisitule y'ebyenjigiriza. Sheikh Juma Baketi Chuchu abategeezezza entalo ze tubeeramu ze mutamanyi ezikwatagana ne siribasi n'ebyetaagisa okuteekebwa mu siribasi eyo, entalo z'amaanyi temuzimanyi naye z'amaanyi. Njagala mwebaze nti bw'abanga ayogera ku nsonga y'obusiraamu abeera w'amaanyi era be bamu ku bantu abafudde ebyenjigiriza by'eddiini, si mu busiraamu mwokka ne mu ddiini endala, kubanga balwanyisa byonna bye boogera wano n'awala ababyogera. Twetaaga tubeere nga mu byenjigiriza byaffe tureflectinga enjigiriza ya Qur'an n'enkola y'omubaka waffe Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Tewali we tugenda kuyitirawo nga tukozesezza amagezi gaffe nga waliwo Qur'an, waliwo n'enjigiriza ya nabbi waffe Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Byonna tubisomese naye kakasa nti omwana wo amanyi Qur'ani, amanyi ne hadisi za nabbi waffe Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Kuba ne bwebeera aya emu ne bwebeera hadithi emu, nabbi yagamba nti omuntu agyeyigiriza, omuntu agituusa eri omulala, Allah amusaasire. Njagala okubategeeza nti Uganda Muslim Council egezaako okubeera nti eteekawo era n'ebigezo ebya secondary, Dr. Sibwe kiri ebya idadi ne thanawi nga nabyo biyita mu Uganda Muslim Council, primary, idadi ne thanawi, nga biri ku mutindo omulungi. Era tusuubira nti inshallah tutandisewo universities, University ya Islamic University weeri ne waliwo Islamic University College weeri wano ku kitebe ky'obusiraamu ekya Uganda Muslim Council. Yatandikibwawo ekiseera ekitali kyawala ekigenze ekyakayitawo, naye kati mulimu abaana bangi, naye mugiwagire, mugiweereza abaana kulwokubanga eri wano ku kitebe kyammwe eky'obusiraamu. Kinaaba kirungi okusomeseza wano omwana bw'akula ajja kuba amanyi imaamu abeera atya, owetwalaale abeera atya, district abeera atya, regional assistant abeera atya, ne mufti alondebwa atya, agibwako atya, oyo anaaba abitegeera bulungi. Bwe tutyo bwe twagala n'okuteekawo theological colleges ezitendeka baseeka. Mubalaba biseera ebisinga bali ku mitimbagano, asalibi daawa tebazimanyi. Buli muntu seeka, buli muntu mufti, buli muntu avuma, buli muntu atyobola, buli muntu alamula. Naye nga Uganda Muslim Council tulina programu ey'okuteekawo theological college etendeka baseeka, nga tunawo kubeera imaamu wa muzigiti ojja kubanga omaze okuyita mu ttendekero eryo. Tonabeera seeka wa Twale ojja kubanga omaze okuyita mu ttendekero eryo. Tonabeera kubeera district kadhi on'okumanya era ng'omaze okuyita mu ttendekero eryo. Abasigadde bajja kujja nga bagira ki? Bw'onoobeera imaamu nga wayitayo kijja kubeera kyangu okubeera nti ovuka wa Twale. Bw'obeera w'Etwale nga wayitako mu theological college kijja kubeera kyangu okubeera nga ofuuka district kadhi, nabwe kityo okutuuka okubeera mufti. Kijja kuba kizibu okubeera mufti ng'olina PhD ovudde Madiina okugwa mu basiraamu. Tufunye ebizibu bingi nnyo. Oba olina masters ovudde Riyadh oba ovudde Egypt ne tukukasuka mu basiraamu wakati, tolina alakat, public relations teriiwo. Ekisinza okutawaanya n'okutabangula obusiraamu be baseeka abo ba Google, ba bloggers. Omuntu n'akwata hadithi y'emu n'agenda ku mutimbagano n'awulira ku lugambo olulala oli ku mutimbagano n'areactinga, n'alimba, n'avuma. Kyekyo ekibadde mu aya qul hal yastawi alladhina ya'lamuna walladhina la ya'lamuna, benkana abamanyi n'abatalina kye bamanyi? Ansa egamba nti la yastawun, tebenkana. Twetaaga abamanyi abajja okutaasa obusiraamu, abajja okubeera nti bongezaayo obusiraamu, so si abajja okuleetera obusiraamu ebizibu mu biseera by'omu maaso. Twebaza gavumenti ya Uganda olw'okuba nti waliwo emirembe gy'okusinza egitalina mu mawanga amalala g'abasiraamu, nti osobola okusoma khutuba gy'oyagala, osobola okuwa fatwa gy'oyagala n'osula ng'olika, wabula ogiwa bw'oti oba ku mutimbagano oba ku ki ng'omaze okulaba banka oba empukumu ogenda okugira ki. Naye wano ndowooza mulaba ebigenda mu maaso. Kale twebaza okubeera nti waliwo eddembe ly'okusinza, naye tusaba likozesebwe bulungi, tulebe kulyonoona. Dokita yayogedde mu Lungereza eby'obutujju. Lwaki obusiraamu babwataakinga n'obutujju? Ddala mu butuufu naawe oyinza okulaba nga obusiraamu si butujju, naye abasiraamu be bayinsaitinga ate okuleetawo obutujju. Mu nsi yonna tewali mawanga gasinga kulwanagana nga g'abasiraamu, agalimu abasiraamu 100%. Kiva ku ki? Quran tebagirina, hadisi tebagirina, bazirina. Ne lwaki balwanagana? Kuba omuntu ayinza okugamba nti kale justify, mbuulira lwaki ogamba nti obusiraamu diini ya mirembe, muweku ekizampo z'amawanga. Omuleetera ggwanga ki eritali mu ntalo, eritalwana? Bashekhe, ggwanga ki munyambeko, ba headmasters, bashekhe, nsi ki ey'obusiraamu eteri mu ntalo? Mugamaanyi gano ge tuwulira nti tegalwanago. In one way or another bayinza okuba nga balwana by proxy, nga balina we balwanira, wadde tubalaba ku ngulu naye munda balina ki? Balwana, bawagira entalo. Naye njagala mbabuulire nti waliwo ekyafaayo ekyokubeera nti abantu bwe baali battiŋŋana mu mawanga amalala lwa ddiini, lwa mawanga, ojja kusanga nga eggwanga erya Rwanda lye lyokka lye tuwulira mu byafaayo nti bwe baaliwo ekitta abantu, ate emizigiti gye gyali ekifo bw'oddukirayo obeera mirembe. E Rwanda n'omukulembeze waayo n'atuuka okugamba eddiini y'obusiraamu tekwatangako emikono gyayo tekuli musaayi, abasiraamu tebalina misaayi mu ngalo zaabwe. N'olwekyo lwaki abo batusinga? Kati oyinza ogamba nti kakati otwala ekyokulabirako ky'abannaffe Abawarabu, naye twala ekyokulabirako eky'abannaffe Abasiraamu aba Africa, nti kisoboka okubeera nti obusiraamu mu Africa tusobola okupafominga obulungi okusinga n'abo abagamba nti be bannannyini bwo, singa tuba tugoberedde Quran. Tebalina kipya kye batuleetera. This is what I always tell my people, that these so-called Muslim countries, they have nothing to present to us to copy from them, because we have the Quran in our midst, we have the Sunnah, the guidance of the Holy Prophet. So we don't need anything from them. We don't emulate them in anything. Otherwise, we may also be falling in the same trap that they are in. When we claim that Islam is the religion of peace, what examples can we show that really Islam is the religion of peace? But it is embedded in the Holy Quran under the guidance of the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So, teachers, parents, and our children, let's study Islam, the real Islam, not to copy, not to pick Islam from social media. We have the Quran in our midst, we have the guidance of the Prophet, and let's stick to that. Olw'okuba ejjuma etuuse, jagadde ebigambo byange mbifunze era njagala okuyozaayoza mwenna abaana baffe abakoze obulungi, abazadde abasasudde ssente, abasomesa abasomesa obulungi, ne board ekoze omulimu ogw'okusetinga ebigezo n'okubikebera, ne Uganda Muslim Council tubeebaza ttiimu yonna ya education. Naye kati mutwale enjiri mugende mugamba abasiraamu abali eyo nti Uganda Muslim Council weeri. Era ndowooza mutegedde ani aliwo nga mufuti, kuba temusanzeewo mulala. Mutwale amawulire ago nti gwe tulabye ku social media bajja kubagamba nti wabaddewo mulala. Kyova olaba nti nzize bwe baŋŋambye naye nti omulala ayinza ogamba nti ekifaananyi kyange tebandaze bulungi naye nze mbaddewo. Waliwo omusiraamu omu gwe natuma entebe erigenda onkiikirire nga tanaba kubeera kyali, naye nalabye akagundi bagamba nti n'entebe bamurikogonaizi nze. Ensi bwetyo bwefaanana, naye munyweze obumu. Supreme Council weeri, mumwagire Supreme Council n'obugambo obwo butono. Let me take this opportunity to declare the releasing of the examinations of IPLE for the year 2023. Wa barakallahu fikum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والعصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر صدق الله العظيم.